Singapore, a total of 74 construction contractors were punished for discharging silted water into waterways and for providing inadequate earth control measures this year, National Water Agency (PUB) said in a statement on Tuesday, December 26. While this is below the past 3 years' average of 100 enforcement actions each year, the agency said these errant practices can negatively affect the environment. This typically happens at sites where there are excavation-type activities, also known as earthworks. Rain can mix with exposed earth and soil, creating a silty runoff which enters drainage systems and water bodies. Currently, there are about 1,000 construction sites involved in earthworks. Silt, if not removed from construction discharge, will build up in the waterways. This will affect waterways' effectiveness in channeling stormwater flow and also the environmental aesthetics, said the statement. Of the 74 companies, the agency highlighted 4 that were penalized this year. 2 were repeat offenders: Huaishan Contractor, which was fined $13,500 for 4 offenses, and Samwo, which was fined $10,500 for 3 offenses. Huaishan had twice failed to provide and maintain earth control measures to the code required by PUB when carrying out earthworks, netting $3,500 in fines. Huaishan was charged in court last month and fined $10,000 for a further 2 offenses of not meeting the water quality requirement for the treated runoff and failing to comply with the conditions of a clearance certificate issued by PUB. Meanwhile, Samwo was penalized twice for also failing to meet the water quality requirement for runoff. It was fined $2,500 for an earlier infraction, and $8,000 in court last month for another instance of failing to meet the water quality requirement for runoff, as well as for non-compliance with a PUB notice to review its earth control measures. 2 other firms, Peng Chuan Engineering Construction and Stallion Development, were also found to have carried out works without a clearance certificate from PUB. This could lead to silted water being discharged into the drainage system, said the PUB. Peng Chuan was fined $7,800 and Stallion $7,000. All contractors are required to plan for and implement earth control measures at their sites, said the agency, adding that it conducts regular checks at these sites for any breach of earth control measures, ECM. Depending on the stage of construction work and size of earthworks, these checks can range from fortnightly to once every 2 months. Said PUB's Chief Engineer of Drainage Operations Choi Wei Kwong, to protect our source of water supply, all of us should play our part in keeping our waterways clean. It is important to adopt a co-ownership approach, where PUB works closely with the construction industry to build industry competencies and maintain high ECM standards. Singapore Contractors Association President Kenneth Liu said his organization has worked with the agency to produce and continually update an ECM guidebook. This is to share the best environmental practices and requirements with the industry, he added. Our role as contractors is vital in keeping Singapore's waterways clean and beautiful, said Mr. Liu.